Hello students, I hope you all are healthy and good. I am Arshia Sayyed from Rajiv Gandhi English Primary and High School running under Paschim Maharashtra Education Trust. Students, in the last video we had started energy resources. In that we had discussed about the process based energy resources. In that we have covered 2 points, hydel power and wind energy. Okay, but in today's video we are going to learn solar energy, tidal energy, geothermal energy. So take out book and take out page number 57. Now come to the solar energy. How we get energy resources from the solar, from the process based energy resources. Now solar energy. You know solar energy from the solar panel. Have you seen lots of solar panels are there? Okay. So these solar panels leads to, or they give our to heat. Okay, we provide heat. We get light and heat from the sun. What we get from the solar panel? We get light and heat. We have seen that the intensity of solar energy is the maximum in the torrid zone. In which zone? In the torrid zone. Torrid zone means what? Torrid zone means hot zone. The temperature is very high. Temperature is very high. Okay. Solar energy. So we have seen that the intensity of solar energy is maximum in the torrid zone. In a country like India, which is in the torrid zone, there is a lot of scope for using this energy. Obviously we are living in India, so India is a torrid zone. Here temperature is very high. So it is very beneficial for us to use the solar energy or solar power system. So torrid zone, there is a lot of scope for using this energy. There is a solar power plant at Sakri in Nandurbar district of Maharashtra. Where it is present the main origin or the main power plant is present, solar power plant present in where is present in Nandurbar district of Maharashtra. Devices like cookers, lamps, heaters, vehicles can be run on solar power. Okay, these things, these devices, cookers, lamps, heaters, vehicles, these also are run on the solar power. How they are run on the solar power? Because we get heat from that. So the generation of solar power depends upon the intensity of sun rays and the duration of sunshine, how much duration it takes to sunshine. So this solar panel or solar energy depends upon the intensity of the sun rays and the duration of the sunshine. How much it is possible? It is mainly depend upon the duration. Okay, long duration, long sunshine, less duration, less sunshine. Okay, so there is no sunshine in that. So intensity of the sun rays is very much important into it leads or to create or to approve or to achieve the solar panels. So these all about the solar energy. So solar energy, it is present in where, which areas? The torrid zone. Okay, torrid zone where the temperature is very high. So India is the best example for the torrid zone. So that's why we are very used solar energy. Here so many or lots of scope in that of solar energy. Now come to the fourth one, tidal energy. What do you mean by tidal energy? From this tidal energy, this is also the type of process based energy resources. Tidal energy. Sea waves and tides are movements of ocean water that go on continuously. Okay, you have seen so many seas, rivers, lakes, ocean. So the movements of tides, okay, the movements of tides, okay, low, down. So that go on continuously. They are continuously, obviously. Why? If they are stopping? No, they are continuously move up and downs. So that movements is known as that movements of water is known as the tides. So that go on continuously. A technology has now been developed to generate power with the help of the speed and force of waves. So this tidal energy, how we get tidal energy? from the waves movements, okay, from the speed of the waves movement, okay, high waves, low waves, high waves, low waves, okay. So with the help of these waves we get the tidal energy, we get the generation of power. So a technology has now been developed to generate power with the help of the speed and force of waves, okay. It depends, this tidal energy we get, how we get that? We get from the force and speed of the waves, okay. From the force and speed of the waves we get the generate or we get power. Here two electricity is obtained from kinetic energy, okay. That's because of this tidal energy we also get the kinetic energy. This energy is pollution free and everlasting, okay. This energy, which energy? This is the tidal energy. This energy is very pollution free, there is no waste material, there is no unwanted particles in that. So they are very pollution free and they are everlasting. Everlasting means they are very long lasting, they are durable. So it can be used on a large scale in a peninsular country like India. Peninsular country like India. Efforts are on to start such projects in India. So very efforts are taking to start this projects in India. So this tidal energy, understood what is tidal energy? Tidal energy is an energy from where we get from the movements or speeds and force of the waves, we get power generations, okay. So this is pollution free or it is everlasting. Now come to the last one, geothermal energy. What do you mean by geothermal energy? Geothermal energy, its hot water springs have always been an object of curiosity for man, okay. Curiosity means it is creating a tension, it providing any curious, why we are curious about the hot water springs have always been an object. They can be seen at Unapedu, Vajreshwari and Manikaran, etc. Okay. So in that area we have seen geothermal energy. We will see what is geothermal energy. The temperature in the earth's interior increases by 1 degree Celsius. Okay. Temperature is how much? 1 degree Celsius is the temperature. The temperature in the earth's interior increases by 1 degree Celsius as a depth of every 32 meters, okay. At a depth means from the starting, okay. So every 32 meters. Man has now developed a process where this underground heat can be utilized to generate power. How we get energy? This geothermal energy from the depth where the interior of the earth is very warm. The temperature is very high. So this high temperature we utilize for creating geothermal energy. Understood? One such project is located at Manikaran, Himachal Pradesh in India. So in these two areas, Manikaran and Himachal Pradesh in India, the project is going on this geothermal energy. So undergo heat and can be utilized to generate power energy. From this heat we get power energy, okay. So these all about the hydel power, wind energy, solar energy, tidal energy, and the last one is the geothermal energy. These all are come under the heading process based energy resources. I hope you all are understood about this process based energy resources. All the above energy resources are abiotic. It is abiotic. They cause minimum pollution. Okay, they are also known as inexhaustible energy resources. What is known as? It is known as the inexhaustible energy resources because they are creating a minimum pollution. So these all about the energy resources. Energy resources must be used very carefully. The demand for energy is increasing all the time. Demand is very increased in day by day, all the times due to the growing population. Why this is increasing day by day? Because of the high population, urbanization and growing needs of man. Obviously population is there, so needs are also very high. It is necessary to use alternative and non-conventional energy resources to meet these needs. It is also necessary to use energy frugally. We must always avoid unnecessary use of electricity. It is easily possible for us to do so. Okay, so we are human being, we survive in nature, so it's our responsibility to save electricity, save environment. Okay, so I hope you all are understood about this chapter. This chapter is completed today, so I hope you understood. Thank you very much. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.